will be doing the workshop today. It's a banjo guitar workshop, so we hope you enjoy this segment of the show. We'll do a 30-minute broadcast. And if you have any questions or want to join the show or come to the store, call me at 864-376-1482. Mr. Fred Breazeale. Take it away, Fred.
Thank you for that sitting ovation. So this morning we're gonna look at Bury Me Beneath the Willow, and I've got some banjo tab and some guitar tabs. So I've got it in the big print, and then if you want it online, I've got a PDF of this stuff that you can get also. So then, there's another sheet there.
Oh, I'm good with this.
Or you can have that if you want to keep reading. Might be able to use that stand that's over there if you want to get another music stand. And then you have a sheet.
I didn't use it, I got my own version.
And so the first thing about this song that we're going to look at is Bury Me Beneath the Willow. It's an old, I'll say a standard bluegrass song. It's going to go, it's got 3 chords, and we'll say G, C, and D, and then we'll use the capo when we switch keys here. So it's going to go 4 beats in G, and then 4 beats in C, then it goes 4 beats to G, and 4 beats to D. And it kind of repeats that, and the last time it's a little bit shorter, that little turnaround. So we'll kind of look at we'll break the song down into little sections though with the banjo. And it's kind of based on I was doing a lot of Terry Baucom stuff at the time. So I tried to find the notes, and then the banjo breaks are based around some of Terry Baucom's kind of playing styles here. So I'll do the break. Here's the one you want. So it's the kickoff. He used this kickoff quite a bit to lead into the song, and so that's kind of his kickoff. You'll hear that in like Foggy Mountain Breakdown, a lot of these songs on the banjo. So that's that first, and that's going to be that first line right there. So that's kind of the kickoff. That's it. I kind of mentioned that there. And then let me see if I can play this thing. So it kind of breaks between on the banjo, a forward roll, which Terry Baucom uses a lot, and then there's that alternating thumb. So that's kind of the big thing, and you're kind of using that thumb to kind of find that melody note and kind of hit that one. So you forward roll out of that, and the key on this is getting it to where you can play. That's a nice little banjo too. Playing it slow, in time, and clean, and that's kind of the key. So it's you don't want to learn bad habits of playing. Hey, I can play it fast, but it's all mumbled together. It's not gonna help you. So we'll play it pretty slow. So I just hit the first bad note, so from here on it's acceptable. So don't worry about if you've taken liberties with the arrangement. We'll just say, hey, that was a nice little jazz lick you threw in there. And if you do hit a mistake, hit it a couple times so people think you meant it. And but let's go ahead and look at the banjo stuff first. And what we'll do is I'll show you a little bit, a couple beats, and then get you some things to work on, and I'll come around and look at each, kind of say, hey, here, that you got it. We're not going to expect, hey, we're going to kick this off at lightning speed, and when we finish up, it's just saying, here's how we're going to play this thing. So you've got the bits and the pieces put together, and then you've got time to go home and practice it. Now we are going to have I guess it's the slow jam get together on the 22nd, and so that one's going to be a little more interesting, where we're going to have we'll call it a band scramble. So now we may not have anyone show up, but we'll have a band scramble kind of thing, where we'll say, here's some songs we're going to play, and pick whatever songs and then we'll put some groups together. So who's a banjo player, who's singing it, those kind of things, and take turns where we were in the slow jams, kind of coming up and just playing. Well, we'll have an audience, and then whoever's, let's say we Bury Me Beneath the Willow. So I'm gonna sign Luann up for for that. So she's gonna sing that in the key of C. So they'll be up here. So we need might be Bill or someone to be able to play that up in a key of C, and she likes it pretty peppy. So it's a key of peppy. But again, we'll have a good time with it, and then just kind of pick what song. But it's that matter of sitting back there, playing with someone, and you play it perfect, and then someone does that nod to you, and it's like take a lead, and you're like, deer in the headlights. Oh, what now? What now? What? And as soon as it goes to someone else, you're like, I can play it perfect again. So it's a pretty safe little environment. I'll say that. So we'll start off with the Bury Me Beneath the Willow, and we'll look at the first three notes here on the banjo. Now the guitars, if you can just hit the G strum, boom, chick, and so it is. And Luann, we're just playing G. So we'll get the rhythm section going here.
Get it, girl.
So hold us together now, Luann. Hold us together.
Let me figure out how to
Oh
turn
my
it on.
goodness. Yep. And so there's now if you've got that one, there's some other things you can work with on the guitar. You can alternate between the 6th and the 5th string. Keep that going there.
Is that right?
Yep, you're good. Keep going there. All right, the banjo players. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that intro. Do 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 do. And so that one is gonna go. You're just going to hit the 1st and 2nd string together, and then 1st string, 1st finger on the 1st fret. Keep doing it. And we'll do 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 do. when you get that, so the banjo players, you're gonna hit this. And there's a couple ways to do this. So, and I'm gonna refer to Alan Monday. Fantastic. And Alan, if you're watching this thing, we need to get you on down here. You and, and then Terry Balcom's other banjo player I'm going to reference a lot today. But so if you watch them, sometimes they'll do a hammer-on, and so on that hammer-on, they'll do that, and they'll use their index finger for all of that, up to the second fret. Now, or you can, well, if they use the index finger, there's a couple ways to do this. You could use your index finger, and then hit it, and you can do that hammer on with the. And so this is one where we were talking last night, you know, about do you use that index finger or your thumb on this thing. You've got time, so that's a lot of that is that time of which finger can you use, and so like Alan Monday will say, hey, we want to use our thumb to punch that thing. A lot of Terry, if you listen to a lot of Terry Balcom stuff, it's just like just bam, bam, bam. I mean, a good friend of mine, Wes Pettinger, called it the authority lick, but it just when he hits it, you know, hey, that's the beat. So. He's really sinking and attacking those. So with that, what you can do is, let's try it with the hammer on first. So you're just going to go, and then you do a forward roll after that there. So, so it's a, yeah. So, and then, hang on. So I forgot one part here. I'm sitting there looking at this like I'm on here, so all these mistakes are saved forever. So, so when you do that hammer on, you're going to hit it, and it's going to be kind of a quick, and then you're going to follow it with that first string. So let's just do that right there. Ready, go. And so you can use your index finger or your thumb, either one of those, whichever one, but you want to make sure it's just when you hit it, and then you hammer down and you get that clean note there. Yep. So let's look at those. So let's look at that. That's the first part. So you want to make sure you're getting that that hammer on. And so what you're kind of looking for is this sound. So you hit the you're that hammer on is the start of the roll. So what we're gonna pencil. Yeah, I got pencils. I got 3 pencils actually.
Thank you.
So that roll, so this stuff is going to kind of repeat itself. So we're looking at a forward roll there, and so when you do that hammer on, it's kind of that Foggy Mountain breakdown roll. So you're going to see this a lot of places when you're playing the banjo. Now this goes for this little measure can go in "Bury Me Beneath the Willow" or "Blue Ridge Cabin Home." It doesn't matter. Any of those songs, kind of what you're looking at. So what we're going to do is that first measure, the 2 to 3, the first measure of that second line, it's going to. Yeah. So you're going to. And that's bury me. So that's that second string is the, and so you're kind of breaking that forward roll with thumb index or thumb middle at the end. So let's try that, and we'll do. And then I'll get you all with the lead there. Let me see what you got with that. And so the key right here is where he's breaking it. You'll see that a lot. With breaking that roll up between that fifth.
Yep.
Kind of get a little bounce so you kind of get back on the felt. And right there is where you're breaking that roll, forward roll, and then it kind of first ring. Go ahead and play it.
Sounding like people.
we can, if you have one that's, I don't think they have a half. Well, basically, this is like 1 full beat, and that's a half a beat, and then that's.
Let me get them on this next measure, and then I'm gonna get you on the on that guitar solo. So
You're fine.
so let's look at the next measure. So the first measure, it's getting that hammer on, and then and so that's that first measure. And what you're looking at here is on the left hand. I'm using a hammer on right now, so the index finger is going to cover everything that's on the 2nd fret, and the middle finger covers the 3rd fret. So I'm doing the hammer on, and my index finger is already right there by that 2nd fret. And that's the key on this one is getting out of that forward roll with that 5th string, 1st string. So you're doing, and this, I think this came back with a lot of that Terry Balcom stuff, where he was playing stuff on the kind of offbeat, kind of keeps that little drive that kicks things in there. So that's kind of where it came. So there's a lot of different versions of this, but that's, I think, where my mind was when I was making up this arrangement here. So that's the second measure. Is going to start with an open 1st string, and so let's just play those first 3 notes, and it's going to sound like the timing is going to sound like Montana. So Montana. So it's not pop pop pop, like straight 16th notes. It's going to sound like if you said the roll. There's no spaces, so this one has a little bit of a space in there. So it's going to say Montana. So that's the first 3 notes. So it's the open string, 1st string open, 5th string. Yep. Let's try that. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. And I'm using middle finger on the 1st string, thumb, and then index finger. So let's hit that. The next lick is something you're going to see all the time. So those next 4 notes, it's a reverse roll, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1. So let's just play that roll without the pull off in the middle. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Yep. Let's see what we got.
basically the same here. Quarter notes are there, half notes, and then eighth notes. So, yeah, that would be one full beat first.
Thursday night,
And that's half a beat, and then that would be
sweet by
a
my,
beat and a half.
and then, my turn came around again, like Tennessee Waltz. Yeah, got a fumble right up, my fingers are getting all twisted up. We'll go slow, then we'll go rough. Somebody says, be quiet a minute, let her get going.
So now the key on this one is make sure that the timing first of all, but when you're doing that slide, that's where I'll say like the sauce where all the magic happens, is if you like listen to like I'll say Alan Monday, Terry Bauckham, when they're doing those pull-offs, it is clean and precise, and it's a real trick with depending on the neck width, what works with your hand, kind of that. But when you hit it, and sometimes you can kind of flick it, and you can flick, you can do the pull off kind of going up. I've seen it where they're going down. I use my middle finger, index finger with that. Some people will use index and the ring finger. But you want that sound, and so the thing, and that pull off is going to happen in between hitting when you hit the third string, and then that first string again. Yeah. So let's try that where you. And then the rhythm, boom, boom, chick. I'm trying that. Boom, chick, boom, chick. And then you got your all. All right, I'll be back here. So that was that speed right there. And so you're going to see this a lot. And the key on this one, and you kind of syncopate that roll. And the key on this one is when you have these two fingers down, when you pull off, that second, the index finger is still fretted to where that note rings out. And you know, you want enough of an attack to where it doesn't get distorted, and you know, you're not just like just hammering it, banging the daylights out of it. So let's try the little quicker. 1, 2, ready, go. Boom, I'm putting a clinch at the end of it. Just so it kind of all rolls together, but we'll kind of keep moving on. But so what we've played so far is the first two measures. Well, that kind of repeats a lot, and those the hammer-on and that reverse roll with the pull-off, you'll see that a lot. So if you're playing Blue Ridge Cabin Home, you can kind of continue with, you know, those kind of things. That reverse roll you'll see that a lot also. So we're kind of piecing a bunch of things together, and you can play these just as little pieces. Let me play what we've got so far. So that's what we've got so far. We've all, believe it or not, you played it. Now we haven't put it all together, but if you look at all those notes, we played the first three notes, you got those. You got that hammer on the second string, you got that roll, and we just played the reverse part. So the trick is, how do you keep all those going together without, you know, stop it, and that's where the practice comes in. What, you know, like where's the magic touch, or what you know, it's setting and then making sure you practicing time also. So that's kind of the forward reverse part roll in the song. But now the good part is, if you look down at measure at the third line, those first two measures are identical. So that part's good. So we've knocked out a big chunk of the song with that part right there. Now the next part, the C part, is going to go a thumb. So we're going to get get your C chord, and it's going to be just like the first two strings. That the middle finger is going to kind of hunt and find those melody notes. So the first and second string, and this is going to use a 3-2-5-1 roll 2 times. So let's play that, and then if you go to the C chord, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3. also, just keep that going. What you would do on that same one that you were doing the hammer on, like that one with the G. So you do that kind of same feel that you have in the G chord that you play in the C. And you can also mix it with your tongue. That was the fade out ending. So let's on the second part of that roll. So it does it does that thumb. Wait till I think we're going to be off air here in a minute. So which will be all right.